So I hope now it works and the stream is started. Let me check the YouTube.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm doing that for the first time. So sorry for the some technical problems we had, and we started a little bit later.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
working for me.
yeah,
This
great,
streaming.
great. Hi everyone, my name is Sergey. I'm from Ukraine. With me today, Melvin from Brazilian team. Hello, Melvin.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me, Sergey, and thank you for this uh, initiative. I think it's very nice for Carcassonne scene to have more tournaments like this. Thank you very much.
Yeah, today we was going to have two more participants in our stream, but unfortunately, Dan Chart from UK team can join today because he have some urgent night work. And maybe probably a little bit later, Batal from Lithuania team, Nick Mujacello on Board Game Arena will join us also, but I'm not sure about that. Let it be how it be. So let me do some short introduction about this new competition. I think that most of all already know most of details about this new tournament. It's an individual tournament in a best of three or even best of five format with real-time game mode. We were going to organize this tournament while we have our local Ukrainian competition that we organized this year. Um, this year we have started in Ukraine a Super League with all the players that we can collect for this tournament. And while organizing it, we was thinking that it will be a great idea to have something similar, but but for players all over the world. And the first edition of this Champions League is starting 1st of January. By the way, I have checked some history information, like in some Carcassonne websites, and I realized that there were a Champions League, but in 2021, I think. Do you remember that?
Yes, it was made by Sir Madness from France, if I'm not,
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah. Correct, correct. And while collecting players for this tournament, I realized that we have a previous edition 3 years ago. And if I'm not mistaken, that in Europe, Noseba won the first place, and one player from USA won in America region.
yes, exactly.
So I want to introduce you players for this tournament. For some of them, I already I know that players. I played a lot of games with them. With some of these players, I haven't played, and they are new for me. Maybe you will know some information about these players, so you can help me with that.
Okay,
And
okay, okay. If I need some more, I can tell you, and okay, I can give some information about them.
yeah. Uh, Let me open some notes that I made previously.
I can't hear you anymore.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
I'm here. I'm here. So for the Argentina, we have Big Nacho 610. It's a player, Ignacio. To be honest, I haven't played with him yet on the board game arena. Um,
yeah,
I also asked players and their captains to send me some more information about players. You can do this even after this stream. We will collect all this information and we can post some interesting details about our players in our Instagram page. So please do not hesitate to send me this information about your players. You can send me about yourself when you start playing Carcassonne, maybe even some photos if you want to share it with our community. Belgium player and 2xu. I know that it's Nico from Belgium team. It's a captain of Belgium team. In Belgium, they had a qualification. They had a Belgium Carcassonne online competition in 2023, and Nico won this competition. Currently, they have an next edition, but it's in the process. So they decided to select a player from the previous edition for this champions like for this competition. And by the way, mostly all of countries organized some local online tournaments to select their players. I know that in Brazil you have a really huge community of
yeah.
players. Can you describe how it was in Brazil?
And just let me remember that in Argentina they made a qualification tournament as well, and El Pitufo he streamed everything in YouTube. So if you
Hmm.
search Carcassonne Champions League, you can find some videos from El Pitufo showing the qualifications in Argentina. In Brazil, we had two spots. One of them for the national champion, and the second one it was a qualification tournament. We just selected players above 600 elo in the last 6 months, and they played 5 matches of Swiss rounds, and then the finals was a best of three between Falbar and Besson, and well, it was two for Falbar and one for Besson. So Falbar is the champion of this tournament, and he has this place to play the tournament. So Fausto Barral and Fabio Sanchez. Fabio Sanchez is kind of the teacher of Fausto, so it's very nice to have both of them playing together.
And Trompovsky was selected as a national champion, right?
Yeah, he's the national
Hmm.
champion who was representing Brazil in Essen this year. Not Essen, but
Hmm.
well, World
Yeah,
Finals.
yeah, yeah. In Herne, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool. By the way, if you will add these results somewhere, we can add this link to the website so anyone can go and see the local competition here. From Catalonia, sorry, I can sometimes I can spell your nicknames incorrectly. Sorry for that.
Carquinholis.
Carquinyolis, yeah, Carquinyolis. It's a Miriam from Catalan team, and as far as I know, she's a national championship. So maybe they had a line competition, but they decided to select a representative for their region as a national championship, as a national champion.
Mhm.
In Chile, they had also a local tournament just before this draw, and they selected Claudia Jaquera. Um, for China, by the way, we have self-evident that was participated um, in the championship in Herne, and uh, I can even show some of the players in this big photo. I have highlighted them for me, so self-evident. Um, if I'm not mistaken, it's Xian Yu from China
and
team.
and he was like top four or so
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
world tour.
yeah, something like that. He was playing in the semifinal against Alexei. And Mitao Kat, really strong China player. Uh, Jiwei, his name is Jiwei. What else? From Czech Republic, they also had some online competition, but I don't know their exact result about that. But for me, it's a really new player, Posic 118. I don't know if you have played against him. For Finland, we have top one player in the board game arena, Otto, with nickname Nallerheim. We can also find him in this photo. Yeah, it's Otto. Let's go next.
And Otto
Uh,
is the player that reached the second highest elo in BGA, if I'm not mistaken. The first one is Alexei, and the second one, by few points, is Otto. I think it's
mhm,
800 and a lot of points.
mhm. From overtime, yeah, highest rate.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think the first one of all is Slum Kill, but playing with expansions. But playing only the base game, Alexei first, and then Otto from Finland. So a really, really strong player.
Hmm. The strongest player from France, Vivian Nickweave. I think that most of us know this player really well. Uh, and uh, if I'm not mistaken, they also had some local online competition, but some time ago, like maybe even in the beginning of this year. In Germany, we have a player, Leuci. Um, uh, his name is Andreas. And in Germany, they had some really simple online competition on the board game arena, something like that. Uh, let's go next. In Greece, we will play with BS12. His name is Sakis, and as I know that Greece didn't have a local competition, they just selected the players, if I'm not mistaken. A player from Guatemala, Lagos. I'm not sure that I have played against him. His name Jorge. Jorge. Sunny from Hong Kong. They also had a local competition that was done this month. A lot of strong players from Hong Kong I know, and I played previously, and this year Hong Kong will represent Sunny. Okay, Siegfried from Hungary, a really famous player named Joseph. I think that most of professional players know them well. He played a lot of uh, championships in Essen and had really good results in previous years. A really strong player. Let's go next. Babondi from Iceland. Uh, it's his name is Stefan. I know it's really cool that in Iceland there was a national championship, and they selected a player for the World Cup in Essen this year. Italy, Giulio and Lambe. Oh, sorry. Giulio, it's a Giulio, and Lamba, it's a Lamberto. I know that players really well. I played against them a lot of times. If you know some of these players, you can add some comments if you want. If you know
Yeah,
their
yeah.
uh,
Actually, I do know Joseph from Hungary, from the last names you mentioned it. And Julio, of course, is a good friend, and he's the actual national champion, right? From Italy.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Really strong player from Japan should. Um, One of the highest rated players on the board game arena. If I'm not mistaken, he even won some arena seasons.
he's
But
leading this arena season right now with
yeah, right now. Hmm
2006. Yeah,
hmm And one additional player, EQ. His name is Etsutaro. Latvia team, Norbert and Alexei LV. We know Alexei really well, and against Norbert we played also a lot of times on friendly games, on European competitions, World Cup competitions. From Lithuania, Mujacello, Batal. I know that Batal haven't played some time in Carcassonne. He switched to other board games, but for this tournament, he decided to return back to Carcassonne. He goes through their qualification in Lithuania and won in final Ludisevis, if I'm not mistaken, their Lithuanian captain, 3-2. Do you know something about Mexican players? Can you comment here?
Felix Van is Elias Muchan. He was champion in Mexico in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And he's the leader of the Mexican community. He organizes many things inside there. And Lichida Killer is, I don't remember his name actually, but he's very, very close to Elias and all the guys from Mexico. They have a nice community. They are very integrated. So, well, that's it. Elias and I don't remember Lichida.
Lidio Voltaire Gutierrez.
Yes, exactly,
Hmm
exactly.
hmm
And they
Okay,
were
great.
champions of the Copa America that we made um, like 2 years ago, and we need to
hmm
make another actually. But well, they were the champions in that edition.
Yeah, I hope that you will organize some more editions, maybe next year or sometimes later. Because when I was selected players for this tournament, I had to provide additional places for America according to the tournament in 2021.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do it again next year because now American communities they are more integrated, like Carcassonne, Colombia, Carcassonne, Argentina. So we have more players to help us to make something happen. So probably next year we're gonna have a Copa America again.
Cool,
Let's try.
cool, cool. A new player for me from Netherlands, good friend, but Bouillon. Oh, sorry. I can. I even prepared for this stream, but still, yeah, sometimes it's hard to pronounce on the nicknames. It's Mark from the Netherlands. They also had the online competition in their board game arena. In Norway, they previously, if I'm not mistaken, had a team that that was participated in some Euro Cup, Euro team competition or world competition, but currently they don't have a team. So I invited the national championship. Oh my God, I practice it to pronounce it. Hoin, Hoinjay. His name is Hoy, and we also had this player on in Herne this year. Do you know something about Peru player?
If I'm not mistaken, he went by 2 years now. I remember he was in 2021 maybe or when I went in in 2021 or 22. I don't remember, but I know that he already reached the finals, the world finals for more than once maybe. He's a very strong player. Yeah,
Mhm,
Hognesh. I can't say his name so well.
mhm.
Hognesh, I think. I don't know.
Okay, from Poland we have UI Skuti and MTU. It's Tomasz and Mateusz. Mateusz is previous Poland captain. Now the captain of Poland, I think it's Taran Bell. UI Skuti, the biggest star in our universe. I think we know real well. I I have I was playing with him. I don't know, maybe 6 or even 7 years ago on the board game arena when I just started to play there. So it's a player with really a long history on BDA.
Yeah, I think I play against Thomas since the beginning of Carcassonne in BJ as well, when I had
Yep.
other nicknames, as many
Hmm.
others I had. So he's a very strong player who was world champion in um, 2017, maybe, if I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken. And well, I learned to play Carcassonne playing with Thomas and other players, but well, he was there when everything was starting. He was there, Brisbane, other nickname, but he was playing
Hmm.
with us.
Portugal player Osnefak. His name is Alfonso. Uh, I remember him by some previous arena editions. He was really he has really good results for some period of time. A really strong Portugal player.
Yeah,
For CP, two Vladimirs, someone you know, and 71st. Someone you know, one of the strongest player. that I know. One, he was a world champion in some year. I don't remember exactly in which, maybe
20,
2014.
2016.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah. We play. I played against these two players so many times. LNG from Romania. Erwin G. Sorry. They had online competition to select a player here, and um, he won a lot of strong Romanian players here.
Mm.
I know that in Romania, so many really high level players. I just can remind Girappa or Game Over that were in their championship in Herne.
Marian Turcă, Ioana Felice, many good Carcassonne players in
Yeah,
Romania.
yeah, yeah.
And
Matt.
just let me add more information about what was the last names we mentioned. Vladimir Shendev, that is 7th. He was
Mhm,
national champion in Russia as well. I don't remember
mhm,
the year, but he was national champion. And
mhm.
well, Afonso from Portugal, everyone knows him. He's always playing in arena. He plays a lot there, so probably everyone watching us has already played against him at some point in BJ. A really, really strong player and a very nice guy.
Yeah, yeah. I agree.
Eric Pascal was playing in the World Tournament in Essen in 2021, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm. From Slovakia, Matic 1-1, Matic 11. Currently, it's one of the strongest player in our competition. Really great results in the current season of Arena. So we'll see.
And I think Matej Tabak, if you can open Wikipedia Carcassonne board game, you can see his
Mhm.
name in almost every top four he played in Essen. It's really great. He has really great results there. Matej Tabak is always
Matic Tabak, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm. From Spain, Charling and Estroncio. It's Carolina and David.
Mhm.
From Taiwan, let me check. Yeah, I don't
Let,
have any information.
let me give just more information about Caro Garcia from
Hmm.
Spain. He's national champion in her country, and David Estroncio. He's the guy that made many nice things for us to help us to create tournaments, to rank BJ, and the tile counters that we can use for education and some other stuff. You can find everything in his GitHub page.
Hmm.
He's a guy from um, I don't know the name in English. Information of technology information. Well,
Hmm.
that's it. He made many good things for Carcassonne community. So thank you,
Yeah, yeah,
David.
yeah. By the way, when I prepared for this tournament, I have checked a lot of links here, and yeah, really huge amount of really interesting information here you can find. From Taiwan, Hydro Baby.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that I have played against him previously. Chao Xian. From Belarus team, Vladimir. It's previous Belarus captain. Now they have a new captain, Ivan. We played against Belarus players in the previous Euro competition in the quarterfinal, I think that, and it was really close battle. We won 3-2. So last year's Belarus players really increased their level in Carcassonne. Two players from Ukraine, it's me and Lawyer. Lawyer, it's Yaroslav. Um, we were playing with Yaroslav. I don't know, from the first Euro competition, from the first World Cup competition. That time we had only 5 players in our team, and Yaroslav started with us from the very beginning. Do you know something about United Kingdom player Fanatical Lime?
No, actually, I don't. But I think he had great results in the national tournament
Mhm.
this year. And well, the other one, of course, we all know the actual world champion of Carcassonne.
And I just can assume that he's a brother of Matt Tucker because his name is Chris Tucker, or maybe they have just the
Oh yeah,
same.
yeah, right, yeah, brother. Yeah.
Sorry, I will be back. And two really strong players from United States. Can you comment here?
Yeah, KB and Crocodile Fundy. United States was the second place in Copa America that we had in 2021. Both players are very integrated with the community that is very well organized by Mingo and other friends. So, well, really, really strong online players. And we gotta remember that in the United States, we don't have offline national tournament anymore.
Really?
We just have the
Mhm.
online tournament that is made by the community. And so these guys are all very, very used to the online competitions and very strong players.
Okay, so let's start our draw.
Okay.
Um, as I announced that we have seeding pots for this group stage draw. I have divided players to 3 pots according to their yellow rating on the board game arena. And we will have 8 groups with 6 players in each. 2 players from each pot will join one group, and players from the same associations can't be added to the same group for the group stage phase. And for this purpose, I will use GPT chat. I have trained it some for some time, and now I can make a random generation using this tool. So let's do that. Sorry, one moment. Okay. We have our players. Okay, and also I have asked him not to show me all the results just right now. Okay, let's do that. Maybe he can do that from the first attempt, but maybe we need some minutes to wait, but it will manage to do that. Can you describe some details about your Brazilian community? How many players in it? What competitions do you have?
Okay, the Brazilian community now we have almost 200 people in the community. Not all of them are active all the time, but it's a huge community. We have two main competitions, one individual in the first semester, and the second one is the teams tournament, and it's the biggest tournament of our community. We have small teams of friends in cities and wherever you can make the team you want, and some players from other countries participate as well, like Shoot, Alexei, Complex One, Mars 15, and some others. So it's a really, really big competitions that we make every year. We have this small, I don't know if it's possible to see, this
Hmm.
small
Hmm.
medal that we give every year for the champions and second place, third place of this competition. It's the
Cool.
Brazilian teams tournament. It's
Wow,
a
wow, really cool.
real size style, so we really love these tournaments. It's our favorite. And well, we have many actions, tournaments during all the years and mentoring. And well, I think what is nice in the community is that it's not toxic like other games communities. It's just people trying to help each other, and I think it's a very nice environment. It's a good place to learn Carcassonne, to develop your game, to make friends, of course, and to compete. I think we could create something nice, and I can see this same kind of action being created in other countries. And I always like to mention that we just exist because of the Catalonia community. They started everything with the WTCOC. So thank you very much for Catalonia, for Pere Vives, my good friend. And well, I hope more and more communities can grow all over the world. I can see it happening, and I'm very happy about that.
Cool. It's really cool when you have so many people in the community. You can communicate, you can find some help, some advice. So let's start our draw. We have talked a lot, but now we can start creating our groups. So let's start from group A. First two players in group A will be come on GPT chat, you can do it. I have tested it. Sometimes it works, but it needs some time to think. Okay. And already, and just from the first attempt, Yaroslav from our Ukrainian team will play with Crocodile Fundy from United States. Really, really a strong player. As I'm not mistaken, he's top 10 arena this season. Now we'll see here two players from pot 2. can't be me because I'm from the same association with Yaroslav. Okay, Mexican player, complex one, and Norbert 96 from Latvia.
Okay. My video is delayed, so I can't see
Mhm,
the
mhm.
names yet.
Okay,
Now I now I can, yeah. Complex Band and Norbert. Okay.
and the last two players in Group A. It's Czech player Posic 118 and Iceland player Stefan with the nickname Bobondi. So what we can say here? Really a strong player from Mexico and Latvia. It will not be easy for Yaroslav from our Ukrainian team to get first or second place, but I think he managed to do that. He's really a strong player. So, Group B. Okay, two really strong players in Group B, Alexei and Tomasz. It will be a really interesting game uh, against them. Two more players to the Group B are US player KB15236 and brother of the current world champion. It's Chris Tucker. I think it will be really close Group B because a US player he he was really close to get into the first pot. It's one of the strongest player from the pot two, and Chris Tucker also really strong player. So it will be really interesting Group B. Wow, Belgium player Nico and also Peru player from Peru. Wow, it's will be really interesting group. Let's go with Group C. Oof. uh, One of their strongest Japan player should will play against top one in the current Carcassonne rating, Otto. Croatia champion is joining this group, and also player from Germany, Andreas, and the rest two players here. Of rest two players here, it's a Guatemala player and player from Romania. What do you think about Group C? I think here two favorites here, and I think that other players will be fighting for their third place here. Oh, Melvin, I don't hear you. You are muted.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I think we have two favorites, of course, Shoot and Alejan.
Hmm.
The Shoot is top one in arena, and Alejan in top elo, and Ervin G is he already have been master in BGA if I'm not mistaken, so
Hmm.
he's a strong player as well. But of course, I think the two
I
favorites
think
are.
he's strong player just because he beat over the Romanian players. So I think that he will fight with German and Croatia player for the third place. Okay, Group D. We have Matic here from Slovakia and 71st Vladimir from RCP. And oh, and I will join this group with Matos. And I'm so not happy to see that because because Matos is really a strong player, and he was going to go to the first pot, but we chatting previously before on the draw. He was thinking about increasing his ratio, and he has something like 680 or 690. And yesterday, when I created a seeding pots, he has a little bit a lower ratio. So he moved to the pot 2. And I think that it will be really complicated group for me personally. Giulio from Italy, Mateusz from Poland, Vladimir Matic, and a player from Argentina. I don't know exactly details about him, so I will check that in our games.
Really strong group as well, right? Many strong
Yeah,
players. But I think we have the favorite by far, Zaharik, the third guy. And we have
yeah,
five.
yeah. I heard that he played really well. So Group D, A, B, C, D, E. Let's go next.
Oops. Group Group C? No, not Group C. You typed wrong again.
Yeah, I fixed it already.
Okay.
So Group E, what we will see here, of it will be Vivian and Siegfried Joseph, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Two really
Do you
strong
mind
players.
if I turn off my video a little bit so maybe my
Yeah,
connection
sure.
gets a bit better? I'm trying to follow here, but it's always
Mhm,
too late. But now I can see Viv and Siegfried.
mhm. Two more players for this group. It's Hoyn from Norway and
Hmm. And the Greek player.
a Greek player, Sakis. And two more players here. It's a Mexican player, Lichi the Killer and Vladimir from the Belarus. I can see here two favorites, Vivian and Joseph. And I think that all other players are similar, so they will be fighting for the third place, but we will see if. By the way, we haven't seen any Brazilian players yet.
Yeah. uh, Maybe they are coming right now. Mm,
Okay, two world champions, someone you know and that met in the group F, and they will play with. It will be the player from the Netherlands and Portuguese player Osnafak.
yeah.
Alfonso, and the Netherlands Mark. And the last two players here are Sunny from Hong Kong and Trompovsky from
Oh,
Brazil. What do you think about this group?
well, I think we have many good players, of course, all of them, but someone you know, Startmart, Afonso, they are playing a really, really consistent and very strong game online. So I think the three are very strong for the competitions, and of course, I believe Trompowski can do well. I don't know if he's practicing a lot lately online, but
Mhm.
probably he's always strong. And Fabio has a very good mindset for competitions, so he can concentrate very well. And well, I think he can do great in this group. I hope so.
Okay, we'll see. So the group G, first two players it's Metalcat and Mujicello,
Mm.
two really strong players from China and from Lithuania. And two more players here. It's a Chile player, Claudio Jaquera, and also it's a player from Taiwan, Hydro Baby. Yeah, correct, from Taiwan. Yeah. And last two players in this group, Charlene from Spain and
Carquinhos from Catalonia.
Carquinhos from Catalonia. Okay, and the last group. I think that we will see the Brazilian player here.
Yeah,
I
Fausto.
think that we will see the Chinese player here. Yeah, it's self-evident. And Spain, Astrónico de Vida, correct?
Right, it's right.
Mm-hmm. So who is left? One Brazilian player and one Japan player, AQ.
Q and Fausto.
Mm-hmm. And last two players. It's Colombia player Kilominator Warrior and Italian player Lamba.
I think this group is really balanced. Of course, the Chinese player is super, super strong, but other ones are in a very similar
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so it's a very balanced group.
Yeah, I think that Fausto, yeah,
Hmm.
will have a chance to go through this group and qualify to the playoff stage. But players are really similar. That it can be any result in this group, maybe except only a really strong Chinese player. So our draw is done. I will publish these groups on the website later today. Sorry, I have no chance to read your comments in the chat. Thank you, everyone that joined this stream. If you want to stream any tournament game, please send me this information on the website. There's a button with a Google form to do that. And I will send you the link to the form when you can enter your plans according to your streaming. So I'm going to add this information on the matches page, something like that. Yeah. So here we will see the pairs of players, and if you want to stream some game, I can add this information here, and anyone who want to see this stream can easily find your your link and go to see this game. Thank you, Melvin, for
Thank you.
for joining it.
Thank you everyone for watching it and following with us. And thank you again, Zaharik and all the Ukrainian community for making this nice tournament for the community. Thank you.
Okay, good luck for all of us. Please join our Instagram. Send some comments if you want to say us something. I will be glad to see your thoughts about this tournament, your opinions. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye bye.